Good afternoon. My name is Michael Reed, and it's my privilege to serve as a Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost at Penn College. I welcome you to this spring commencement ceremony, which begins with the entrance of the candidates for graduation from the School of Nursing and Health Sciences nursing major. The platform party will complete the processional. Please join me now in welcoming the candidates for graduation. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand if you are able for the playing of our national anthem. And gentlemen, please remove your caps. Thank you, and please be seated. Joining us today are family and friends who have in many different ways supported these candidates to reach the goal represented by this ceremony. Before us are the candidates for graduation. You have become good friends, mentors, and colleagues, developing relationships that'll serve you well as you move into the future together. On the platform are members of the administration who are representing the college faculty and staff. While our faculty and staff are notably missing from our ceremony, many are among the large audience of extended family and friends celebrating with you through live stream video in order to adhere to the capacity restrictions. These colleagues who have motivated, encouraged, and inspired you, our graduates, are proud of your growth and perseverance to reach this special moment. As an educator, there is no greater reward than sharing in this milestone event with students and their guests, so you can imagine the disappointment that came with this mandate. Graduates, your faculty, deans, coaches, staff, mentors, and advisors take great satisfaction in your achievement. We join, both in person and remotely, as members of an extended support network to celebrate our involvement with these candidates and to witness your accomplishments. And now, it is my honor to introduce the President of Pennsylvania College of Technology, Dr. Davy Jane Gilmore, who will preside over this combined winter and spring commencement ceremony. And that celebration now begins. Dr. Gilmore.
Good afternoon. I'll try it again. This is your first one and my fourth. Okay. Good afternoon. Thank you. Welcome to this extraordinary ceremony honoring both the class of fall 2020 and spring 2021 graduates of the Pennsylvania College of Technology. To the soon-to-be graduates, this final year has been like no other, and I hope for all of us it's not like any other we have to face. The ongoing COVID pandemic has given us restrictive protocols and changed many of the facets of a full college experience. You were largely faithful in the compliance with our protocols, and that's precisely why we were able to finish the 2021 academic year with no interruptions to face-to-face instruction and hands-on learning, the mode of education that defines this institution. We are lucky. Not many colleges and universities and their president will be able to stand up at their ceremonies and say they did that this year. I am very proud of your work. We also can gather here today indoors with your family and loved ones in attendance to honor your considerable achievement. Your perseverance in the face of previously unimaginable adversity has brought us to this defining moment in your life and in ours. You are a graduating class, actually two classes, that have struggled through unprecedented change, and yet you're here today earning your degrees and certificates. These degrees and certificates will propel you into a lifelong success as essential workers, workers in business, industry, and the public sphere. You can be justifiably proud of that accomplishment. We were determined to offer a commencement ceremony, no matter how many we had to do, in this format, because it truly reflects our vision, our mission, and our values. This opportunity to honor you in person means as much to me as it does to you. Commencement has always been a special time for any college president. For me, it's an opportunity to see students embarking on a rewarding career with extraordinary personal journeys that have gotten them here. This is a responsibility that I have always treasured. We look forward to hearing about the contributions you're going to make to the workplace, to your communities, and to society as a whole. I trust that you will make all of us, including the faculty and staff who are unable to be with us in person today, very Penn College proud. And our celebration now begins. Congratulations. Now, this would be, right before I turn this back to Dr. Reed, the time I say, to preserve the dignity of our ceremony, please turn off your cell phones. Well, I'm interested in a dignified ceremony, but this is, after all, the College of Technology. And so I prefer you not turn off your cell phones and you capture memories throughout the day. I'm going to take a picture, the first one of this ceremony. And all I ask you to do is to turn the ringer down a little bit on your phone so it doesn't disturb us during the ceremony. And as I told the group before you, for the people sitting on the edges, I used to say, so we didn't hear Rocky in the music ringtone. And then one student said to me, Dr. Gilmore, what is Rocky? So whatever you're playing on your ringtone, if you just quiet it for the ceremony, we'd appreciate it. Congratulations.
It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Carolyn Strickland, Vice President for Enrollment Management and our Associate Provost. Dr. Strickland.
President Gilmore, Provost Reed, family, friends, and most importantly, Fall 2020 and Spring 2021 graduating classes. It is my pleasure to introduce your student commencement speaker, Joey Morin. If there was a checklist for ways to be involved at Penn College, Joey might have come the closest to filling all the boxes. Outside of the classroom, he served as a resident assistant on campus, earning RA of the Year recognition last year and being selected as a senior RA this academic year. Many students got to know Joey through his role as a connections link, helping to connect new students and parents attending our summer orientation program, and as a presidential student ambassador, assisting the admissions office with new student recruitment and campus tours. Joey also worked as an event assistant supporting social and co-curricular programs through our student engagement office, and he served as a member of the college's student conduct board. While actively involved in these ways, he still found the time to compete as an NCAA student athlete on the men's tennis team and volunteered for our chapter of Penn College benefiting Thon, which many of you might know of Thon as the largest student-run philanthropy in the world. Joey held the position as the advertising chair for Penn College. Keep in mind, this was all happening as Joey was excelling in the classroom. A Dean's List student in graphic design, he has been recognized with the Merit Award through the Flux Student Design Competition and as a Student Silver Recognition Award recipient through the American Advertising Federation. For his academic achievements, Joey was inducted into Chi Alpha Sigma National Honor Society. Joey graduated in our first ceremony earlier today with cum laude with a Bachelor of Science in Graphic Design with a minor in marketing. He received the recognition for being awarded the Rose Stamen Memorial Award for Brotherhood, Service to the College and Community, and Scholastic Achievement, and a Penn College Award for demonstrating outstanding student leadership and significantly contributing to student life. Please welcome your student commencement speaker on the screen above, Mr. Joseph M. Morin.
Thank you, Dr. Strickland, for that introduction. This is a pretty long program, so I'll try to keep it short and sweet. We did it. Thank you, that's all. No, that's not all, I'm kidding. When I said we, what I really meant was me, myself, and I. All jokes aside, we, the class of 2021, truly made it, and we have so much to be proud of. With so many challenges, including COVID-19, each and every one of us somehow managed to conquer our courses while simultaneously adding to our crippling debt. Grueling as it was, we've learned so much throughout our years, yet only 20% of us will walk away out of here today with basic math skills. I may not be the poster child for the math department, but like all of you, I know that a Penn College education requires a skill level that rises far above the typical academic standard. After fully engaging in the Penn College experience, I can look back on the past 4 years with great pride and accomplishment. There are, of course, a few moments that stand out for me in this roller coaster of a ride. They go something like this. One day I woke up at some horrifying hour of the morning and went to Connections. The next thing I knew, I was moving into Dolphin Hall, where I made some of the most deepest and lasting friendships. I spent my first year enjoying my new college life. I remember the endless laughs, going to homecoming, the bonfire, riding the camel, applying for the Connections link in RA positions. Congratulations, Joe, you've been denied. I've pulled one too many all-nighters, went to midnight breakfast, and overslept a final. Thank you, Mr. Flynn, for not failing me. And just like that, year one was over. That summer, I worked on campus for residence life and solidified a second family. In the year to follow, I drank a little bit too much every weekend. I slept hardly ever, but chose to wake up at 7 a.m. just to stay on top of my work. I lost my student ID numerous times and crawled through my bedroom window a dozen more. Whenever I could, I slept. Correction. Wherever I could, I slept. I slept in a yurt, the library, a bush, the athletic bus, on my books, and almost every floor of the graphic design lab. It was a challenging year, and I was cramming in some work one night when my phone rang. It was Mom. My dad had passed away. The next thing I remember is rolling an urn down an aisle with tears running down my face. A week later, I went back to school. To my surprise, my second family, my friends, and professors would be waiting to welcome me back with empathy, love, and kindness. Soon after, I was hired as a Connections link and then as an RA. I had more responsibilities and almost no time for myself. Right after this, things get a little blurry for me, but the next thing I remember is moving out of my RA room, going home for lockdown. I spent much needed time sleeping, binging The Office, and in between, going to class via Zoom. Quarantine was honestly one of the best things that could have ever happened to me. Before then, I was ready to give up, throw in the towel, and quit. I was stressed, overworked, and emotionally exhausted, and honestly just burnt out. In fact, these past 4 years were the hardest I've ever experienced. I think you can all agree. Not all of you, but the people who went to college. And if you didn't go to college, that's okay. That's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. Seriously, though, to those of you who braved the past 4 years at Penn College, I admire you. I applaud you and I envy you. You have some of the most highly advanced technical and practical skills. I sit at a computer and play with shapes all day. A 4-year degree, everyone. Seriously, though, how many of you graduates experienced an all-time low while you were here? Now look around and know that you are not alone. And like me, like many of you, I've had huge successes and huge failures, but I've grown in the best way possible because of them. Each one of you here today represents the best of Penn College, and I'm honored to share that distinction with you. I want to take the time to thank you all for being the life of this campus. Without you, Penn College would certainly not be what it is. To my professors, I thank you deeply. You pushed me in ways I never thought possible. To the Office of the President, Student Engagement, Residence Life, Admissions, and Athletics, I thank you. To my family and my dearest friends, you know who you are. Without you, I would not be standing here today. And finally, to my fellow graduates, it has been my honor to be your commencement speaker today. I wish you nothing but the best to come. I know that you will all amaze and astound yourselves by what you will accomplish. You deserve all of your success. Congratulations, you did it.
Thank you, Joey. As many of you know, the legal corporate body of the Pennsylvania College of Technology is its board of directors. This is the body that, by our charter, is given final responsibility for the governance, welfare, and all other interests pertaining to the college. Though some responsibilities are delegated, ultimate authority rests with our board. At this time, please direct your attention to the screen for a message from Senator Gene Yaw, Chairman of the Board of Directors, to authorize the conferring of degrees at this ceremony.
This is a very special occasion for all of you. The degrees being awarded have come from hard work, from the guidance and wisdom of the faculty, and from strong support from your family and friends. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I extend to all of the graduates our congratulations and best wishes. And to all the supporting family members, the faculty, and friends, I extend our thanks for your support. Now I turn to my official duty. Dr. Gilmore, by virtue of the authority vested in the Board of Directors of the Pennsylvania College of Technology, I authorize you, on behalf of the Board, to confer on each of these candidates the degree earned as certified by the appropriate school dean.
Will our candidates for Bachelor of Science degree please rise? Dr. Gilmore, upon recommendation of the faculty, I am pleased to inform you that these candidates have satisfactorily completed the requirements for the Bachelor of Science degree.
Thank you. By virtue of the authority granted to me by the Board of Directors of the Pennsylvania College of Technology, I do hereby confer upon you the Bachelors of Science degrees that you have earned, with all of their rights and privileges, and with congratulations from the Board of Directors, the faculty, and the administration. Congratulations.
You may be seated. Will our candidates for all associate degrees and certificates please rise? Dr. Gilmore, upon recommendation of the faculty, I am pleased to inform you that these candidates have satisfactorily completed the requirements for their respective associate degrees and certificates.
Thank you. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Directors of the Pennsylvania College of Technology, I do hereby confer upon you, with all of the rights and privileges and responsibilities, your associate degrees and certificates, with the congratulations from the Board of Directors, the faculty, and the administration. Congratulations. And you remain standing, and would the baccalaureate graduates also please stand? All of you should stand for a minute. Thank you. You processed into this theater not too long ago as candidates for degrees and certificates. I had the honor of conferring those degrees and certificates upon you as a symbol to the world that you are in fact an educated woman or man and that you have graduated from the Pennsylvania College of Technology. I'm going to ask you to turn your tassel from one side to the other. That will tell the world that you in fact graduated. You'll turn it over. Congratulations, you may be seated. As individuals and institutions, we all pass through clear stages of development, points in time when we grow into new roles and new responsibilities. This ceremony is a transition event for all of the graduates today. We will recognize individuals with academic honors. Outstanding academic achievement will be recognized for all students. The gold, silver, or white cords that they wear during the ceremonies, white for honors, silver for high honors, and gold for highest honors, will identify these students. Blue cords will signify academic achievement for certificate students. In addition, we are very proud to recognize the members of Phi Theta Kappa. They'll be wearing gold stoles and gold tassels. We're also very proud to recognize the graduates from the Alpha Chi Honor Society, and they will be wearing white stoles. We would now like to recognize our veterans, identified by their red, white, and blue cords. These are veterans who are graduating, including those who serve in active duty, as well as those who are currently serving in all branches of the military. Would our veteran students please stand? And I'll ask you to remain standing for a minute while I tell everyone here about our veteran students. Penn College is proud to have over 300 veterans enrolled at Penn College. One of them has a Purple Heart, one has a Bronze Star, 2 have Bronze Stars, 23 have Iraq campaign medals, and 13 have Afghanistan campaign medals. We are very, very proud of our veterans. Thank you and congratulations. You may be seated. During our ceremony today, we will also acknowledge commencement awards for the graduates who've earned recognition by faculty and staff for distinguished academic performance, leadership, service, and strong character. The awards will be announced by Dr. Strickland as the graduates cross the stage. Now, one more interesting little fact that we have to manage today about graduation. So listen carefully. This is your final exam. I am vaccinated for quite a long time now. I will wear my mask the entire time, and I will hand sanitize between each and every one of you. And for those of you wondering how many graduates there will be in 12 ceremonies, it's about 741. I will have the cleanest hands in Pennsylvania shortly. But every squirt of that is worth it, because I'll either shake your hand if you want, we'll do a fist bump, or we'll do the elbow bump. No cartwheels off the diploma table. We had that once, and that was enough for my heart. So here's the thing. The photographer is going to stand right there, and she's going to want to capture your picture. So it's really helpful if you give me a signal of what gesture we're going to do. So if we're going to do a handshake, a fist bump, or an elbow. Because if I reach out my hand and you go with the elbow, the picture is not one you're going to want to put on the mantle. Trust me. So a little bit of a signal is very helpful. When you get to Dr. Strickland and you give her the card, you have the choice of taking your mask off. If you would like to, feel free. Mine will be on the whole time, but you are very welcome to take yours off. And then we'll have the picture taken and you'll move forward. Now here's the other thing. That photographer is going to stand about halfway through that diploma table. And you'll have some choices because the crowd will be cheering and roaring when you walk across the front of the stage. But don't look at them because they're not taking your picture. She is. So as tempting as you are to either scowl at your family for yelling or wave, at least wait till the picture's taken. And so I will hand you the diploma, we'll do whatever little gesture you want, and we will look right at the camera. And then it's all yours. And with that, our celebration begins.
Mastel, if you'd like. William R. Hoyes. Jessica M. Mason. Amber Lee Masteller. Laura Jean Miller. You can go. Jessica Lynn Schatz. Rebecca June Schweikert. Taylor Holly Schock. Caitlin F. Taylor. Caitlin Marie Tressler. Valerie Vance. Tasia A. Workmeister. Go ahead. Morgan L. Bechtel. Morgan is also the recipient of the Nursing Peer Recognition Award for exhibiting the characteristics of the technical nurse as determined by fellow classmates. Katie M. Holzoffel. Jacqueline M. Leeper. Lisa L. Mook. Spivey. Suzanne E. Spivey. Cassandra L. Taylor. Gannon W. Chapman. How do you say your last name? Chuha. Patrick W. Chuha. Patrick is also the recipient of the Spirit of Nursing Award for exemplifying caring, compassion, and empathy that are the very spirit of nursing and the Penn College nursing philosophy. Kirsten Comley. Laura A. Cook. Megan Elizabeth Desmond. Mary Grace Estrella. Colton C. Filson. Jill C. Fremberg. Caitlin E. Hartley. Rochelle Abby Hetrick. Peyton E. Homan. Mercedes A. Keller. Maria A. Kramus. Brianna Danielle Loss. Kimberly Page Manganella. Logan Solomon Martz. Heather Christine Miller. Reagan E. Miller. Lydia Michelle Minium. Katarina K. Moore. Janine A. Morgan. Casey Rambo. Desiree Nicole Richards. Desiree is the recipient of the Academic Excellence in Nursing Award for Outstanding Academic Achievement, Exceptional Ability in Practicum and Communication Skills, and the Nursing Peer Recognition Award for exhibiting the characteristics of the technical nurse as determined by fellow classmates. Brian M. Roop. Emily S. Sabo. Amanda D. Swink. Lauren Nicole Allison. Robert Michael Bieber. Robert is the recipient of the Flight Award, Fearless Learning in Good and Hard Times, for exemplifying resilience, tenacity, and steadfastness despite great adversity in the courageous pursuit of an education in the science and art of nursing. Caitlin Savannah Buck. Ismeta Budik. Brinley Jane Decker. Taylor Jordan Delozier. Catherine M. Faust.
Yes, ma'am.
Alexis Jordana Harder. Chelsea Jane Horner. Chelsea is the recipient of the Linda F. Clark BSRN Memorial Nursing Commencement Award for Outstanding Academic Achievement, Exceptional Ability in Practicum, and Commitment to Lifelong Learning. Megan Elizabeth Lundy. Caitlin Renee Malencourt. Brittany L. Patterson. Brittany is the recipient of the Shirley Novosel Memorial Award for excellence in clinical performance, leadership, proficiency, and displaying a caring, compassionate, and empathetic attitude. Margaret Frances Rintelman. Matthew T. Salvant. Emily L. Shade.
Can you say Madison Nicole, please? Sure.
Is it Shira?
Sherrock.
Madison Nicole.
Sherrock, yes.
Madison Nicole Shirok.
Yeah.
Tessa S. Shutt.
Yes.
Emily Elizabeth Stamen. Rebecca D. Weaver. Weena Deegan. And Weena J. Deegan.
Anybody else want to shake my hand? I'm available afterwards out in the street. To the graduates, your connection with the institution does not end today. As graduates, you're now part of our alumni, and it's our extended Penn College family. On behalf of the Alumni Relations Office, I welcome you to the alumni family. It's the main link between you and your alma mater, and you will hear from us on a regular basis through email and, of course, every possible imaginable social media channel that there is or that there will be in the next couple of years. We would love to welcome you back to campus to hear how you're doing, or have you attend one of our regional alumni events in your respective areas where you're headed off to. 6 months from now, you're going to get a survey from us. It's the graduate survey. It's a really important document. It helps us track where our graduates are, what they're doing, how successful they are. It helps us calculate that ever important percentage of people working, at 98% right now, and it allows us to use that information to recruit future tomorrow makers at Penn College. So I would encourage you to please fill out that survey. And in order to get it to the right place, if your contact information changes, we would encourage you to keep that updated as well. Now the ceremony's almost over, so my guess is you're ready to go to dinner. But one of the most rewarding things that I get to do as college president is to be the last person to talk to you before you leave. I take that job very seriously, but I promise it's only going to be for a minute or two. And with all due respect to your family and friends, for the next 2 minutes, I'm only talking to you. When I prepare these remarks, at least in my head, I start with a quote. And I have lists of them, I collect them. They're all over my office, they're in folders, they're in my purse, they're in my briefcase. But for today, I selected a quote, and then I did what you all do when you're writing a paper or doing homework. I wanted to make sure that I wasn't plagiarizing who said this quote, so I looked it up. And I don't know if it was a good or bad omen, but there are 3 different authors attributed to this quote. So somebody said this. It wasn't me. And it goes like this. Happiness is the new rich. Kindness is the new cool. Health is the new wealth. And inner peace is the new success. It stuck with me because I think for the last 18 months, those phrases really ring true. But I decided to modify it. And to talk to you today, in my farewell comments, I'd like to add another sentence. A college degree is the key to your success. So while you've demonstrated tenacity, perseverance, flexibility, adaptability, and good old-fashioned hard work, it is the combination of your experiences with the people around you, your faculty, and with those of us at Penn College that make you the person you are today. I don't know that you will ever understand the kind of impression that you leave on all of us, each and every one of you, the faculty, the staff, me. When we know your stories and we know what you've been through to get to this day, it's why we believe in the power of tomorrow makers. So when it's cool to be kind, when you need some inner peace, and you're looking for happiness, maybe you'll remember my quote. Most of all, I want you to remember this. In life today, you will face many challenges, and you will also face countless opportunities. I'm going to suggest to you that there are two things to remember. If you wake up every day and you make yourself proud by your actions, your behaviors, and your work ethic, you're a big step forward to being successful. And then, in a little corner of everything you do, please remember to make us Penn College proud, because we are very proud of you. Congratulations.
I invite those who are able to please stand. And gentlemen, to please remove your caps for the playing of the Penn College alma mater. Thank you, and please be seated. We ask that the audience remain seated while the platform party and our graduates exit. The ushers will lead our graduates recessional out of the Community Arts Center, where we ask you to disperse down the sidewalk. Family and guests can follow the graduates recessional. Best wishes to all of our graduates. Congratulations.